Hey people, this is SOULMAN72. This is my official first podcast ever. So I'm just going to jump right into it, man. The topic for me right now is racism does not have a place in the gaming community. And I say that for a person who's been playing games for years. First I was into PlayStation 1 and then PlayStation 2. But not until I got the original Xbox. And, I started playing Doom, and then I got into the Ghost Recons and the Rainbow Sixes. And I noticed that when I started becoming more part of the gaming community, you would play certain matches with people from all over the country, Europe, Canada, the South, the Midwest, and things like that. But there's always a group of people who tend to spew hate and toxic behavior just out of ignorance, because most people, they're just talking just to be talking. So I'll say this again. Racism has no real place in the gaming community. And I remember when like I said, when I was playing, I would get into a match or something, and they would see my screen name, which is SOULMAN72, and they would sing the song, I'm a soul man. I was like, I was cool with that. But then you got the few young guys, young white guys who probably don't have no proper education, and more like they wasn't raised properly anyway. And then you would have somebody say like, oh, there's a nigger in the room. Or I remember one time I was in a lobby, and the game started. Everybody saw my screen name. And it was, hey, Soul Man, blah 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 blah. So I remember one time I was playing, and I was in the middle of I started the map, and I believe it was Rainbow Six early on. And I remember me standing there because I made my character black, of course. You know what I mean? And they were running around me in circles saying, "Look at the nigger, look at the nigger," and I'm like, wow, man, this is still going on in this time and era. You would think that, after 40, 50 plus years after the civil rights movement began, that, we would evolve from that. Well, apparently we haven't. And I'm okay with that. Hey, people are who they are, and it's just what it is, man. And then, as I got, I used to get into, shouting matches, and, I'm like, if I'm a nigga, then your mama's a nigga. Then I remember one day I got banned because someone, I guess from Xbox, heard me going back and forth with this person. So I got banned for like maybe a week or a few days, something like that. Well, I was really angry because, I don't think as a man of color, I shouldn't have to deal with racism in any form, in any aspect of my life. If I'm at work and someone calls me a nigger, I think they should be dealt with. And I believe if I'm online and I'm paying my $60 a year subscription to Xbox Live, Microsoft, whoever gets my money, and I shouldn't have to deal with that type of behavior from anyone. Like I said, whether it be in the online gaming community, at work, or at the bus stop, at a diner, or at the movie theater, or anything like that. And this goes both ways, man. I'm not just saying black men and women are only on the back end of this, but there are men and women of color who chastise white men and women playing and stuff like that. But I don't partake in any of that behavior because I don't like being called out my name, and I don't choose to call anyone else out their name. I don't care what color you are, I don't care who I play with when I'm gaming. I just like having fun personally, man. And I've met some great people playing video games, and white or black, Chinese, and it was just fun. I just look at the gaming community as a big place to meet new people, man. And that's the wonders of the internet. You can meet people thousands and thousands of miles away, and you might just start vibing, and then you just cool with people, and then when they realize that you're black or you're white, you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know you were black or white or whatever, because it doesn't really matter. And let me fast forward to Call of Duty World War II. Now what happened was, oh wait a minute, I hear a beeping song here. Well, this is part 2 to my last podcast. I kind of like got caught off. I didn't know there was a 5-minute mark. But the second half of that, I played and already beat Call of Duty World War II for the Xbox One. You know, I'm a big Xbox One fanatic. I also have a PS4, but I mainly play on Xbox One. But anyway, there was this one part in the game where it might have been the 3rd or the 4th mission. I'm not quite sure. But, you and a group of men that you're with, your squad, you have to run up this hill. And if you play the game, and there's been pictures circulating on, Facebook for about a week and a half now. And the picture shows 2 men being hung from a tree. So what someone did or decided to do was say, hey, those are 2 black guys. And without doing their proper research, they would have known that those were 2 Jewish men, and they were being hung. Not that it matters who, because, I believe Jewish men and women suffered the same things as African American men as far as the Holocaust. We had the Holocaust coming from Africa, and the Jewish people had their own Holocaust. So I'm not justifying saying that it's right because they're Jewish. Okay, it's okay, but I just want to make people recognize that those weren't 2 black dudes, so why are we up in arms about something that's not true? And you should do your research, man, because for one, it's a game, and some of it was historical, so if they chose to put that in a game, they just want you to get the full effect of what was going on in that time. I guess this is like 1944, 1945 during World War II, and Jewish men and women were being annihilated, man. I mean, they wanted these people off the face of this earth, whether they were burning them up, putting them in concentration camps, or hanging them, or just wiping them out, period. So I just want to let people know, man, hey, man, it doesn't matter whether they were white or black, Chinese, a human being was being hung from a tree, and it's not cool. It's horrible, But yeah, man, I'm going to wrap this up, man. I want to thank you for whoever chooses to listen to this podcast. Like I said, this is my first time doing it. I heard about this program on The Breakfast Club one day this week, and I decided to try it, man, and I wanted to go down this route to see what this podcast thing was about. Anyway, you can reach me on Facebook at Aaron D. Glover, or you can follow me on Facebook on my gaming channel, which is SOULMAN72 TV on Facebook. You can also follow me on Instagram at Mr. SOULMAN72 on Instagram. And I'm also on Twitter at SOULMAN72 TV on Twitter. So if you guys want to holler at me, let me know what you think, man. I'm going to be streaming a lot of games. I just picked up, what is it that I picked? Yeah, I just picked up Battlefront 2. Star Wars, the Elite Trooper Deluxe Edition, actually. And you know what? I'll be streaming that on YouTube as well, man. And oh yeah, by the way, follow me on YouTube, man. You can subscribe at any chance you get. SOULMAN72 Gaming on YouTube. If you follow me on Instagram, the link is right in my bio, so you can just go up to my bio, click that link, subscribe to the YouTube channel, let me know what you think, man. I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for listening. Stay cool, and God bless, and be cool, y'all. Take it easy.